Today we're grabbing a coffee and chatting with June, a QHS member whose life journey is as dynamic and inspiring as the city streets. But what twists and turns brought her to where she is today? Let's dive into her story and explore the bustling path behind the scenes.
Hello, my name is June, and this is my prequel. I was born and raised on the Canadian prairies. My mother's side is French, and my father's side is Ukrainian, so I'm about half and half. And I'm the oldest of three siblings. Mom and dad did their best to help keep us happy, but we had fairly humble upbringing. We were also pretty close-knit because we didn't know our extended family too much, but we did pretty good for ourselves. I don't have any children, but I do have two cats, and I'm quite close to my one brother still, which I'm really, really thankful for. My youngest brother, he unfortunately was severely autistic, and he passed away at the age of 23 from health complications. I believe that although I'm not diagnosed officially, I feel that I'm likely on the spectrum as well, and this has made life quite difficult. I never felt like I belonged. I didn't fit in. I didn't know how to navigate life, and I didn't know how to relate to people and to others. All of this has caused a lot of anxiety and stress for me. Not to mention the fact that when I was in elementary school and high school, I was bullied as well. So a lot of trauma from all that as well. And I believe that a lot of unhealed trauma and emotions have created a lot of the health issues I currently have. But on a positive note, all this emotional pain and stress has blossomed into more compassion and empathy for others, as well as more compassion and empathy for myself. And I'm still working on all that and developing it. So that's a pretty big gift, and I'm very thankful for that. As a teenager, I developed several eating disorders to cope with life and everything that was going on at the time. I dropped to a very low and healthy weight, and I wasn't well for a couple years. After getting better through high school grad, by grad I was better. I was feeling a lot better and a better weight. Then as a young adult, I started putting on weight and gaining weight as a coping mechanism, and unfortunately that led to me being quite obese. And at a point, I started developing some health complications from the excess weight. So my doctor at the time recommended that I follow a certain eating plan and increase my exercise. So what I did was I cleaned up my diet quite a lot. I was probably eating cleaner than most people that I knew or hung out with or worked with. And I started going to the gym. I ended up going to the gym 3 times a week. I'd go to the gym for an hour and a half to 2.5 hours at a time. So I was doing pretty good. And I was quite in shape, which was great. I was quite healthy, but I could never quite slim down fully. I couldn't get like super fit or super thin. I always had, excess cellulite and skin. And it was pretty frustrating because I was trying really, really hard. And I suspect that a lot of that, my challenges with regards to becoming fully fit have to do with inflammation in my body as well as ancestral genetics. But I did my best, and so that's really good. As an adult, I ended up taking several prescription pharmaceuticals to help deal with several health issues. So I have low thyroid and acne and rosacea. And at a certain point, I decided it was better off for my health to discontinue these medications. So I ended up going off of them, and I'm fully off them now, all prescription medications. But unfortunately, I believe that I still feel some side effects from them now. after being off them for a while. So I've developed recently some skin sensitivities and allergies, and as well as a really big issue that I've had come up is a connective tissue weakness. So ligaments and tendons, they're weaker now, and this has caused several issues. But most importantly, I injured my thumb a couple of years ago, and it was really painful, and I didn't have any strength in it, so I wasn't able to do basic things. I ended up seeing a physiotherapist for that, and that didn't really help, even though he had some extra modalities, which included shockwave and light therapy, laser therapy. I added extra chiropractic on top of my normal chiropractic that I used to help with my back and headache issues. That didn't seem to do it, and so then I added massage. So with all three, I was able to finally heal my thumb after 6 months of it being injured. But even after that, I had reduced resilience with my hands, and so I realized that I could only, do, say, cooking one day, or a household chore the next day, or a little bit of word puzzles. But I couldn't really use my hands anymore like I used to. And I love to do crafts. I love to color and paint and knit and all kinds of other things. And I couldn't do that anymore because I could tell my hands were getting sore and injured again. And I didn't want to go through a full 6 months of acute chronic pain. So that was really disappointing, because I just wanted to be a person. I wanted to be able to do more than one thing with my hands for a couple hours each day. And it also made it difficult for me to continue going to the gym, because I started having minor injuries to my feet and legs, and I didn't want to be chronically injured for half a year again. So I stopped going to the gym, which is unfortunate, because I'd like to continue exercising and being more healthy, but I also don't want to be in chronic pain all the time. So that was all very frustrating, but I ended up trying some different healing modalities and technologies, like alternative healing technologies, but none of them really helped much until I got my V6. And then with my V6, surely but steadily, I got more stability in my back, so I could actually do more things around the house, which was awesome. And my hands, I can actually use my hands again. So I can actually use them all. I can do things all day. I can, do chores and cooking and even some coloring or crafts. And it's fine. It's good. It's so amazing. It feels like a miracle. The only thing is I have to just be a little careful, because if I do something too much, I can feel my hands starting to get a bit sore. And sometimes I have to give myself a bit of a rest, but the V6 has been a miracle that way, as well as with my back. I, very rarely put my back out or my shoulders, and I have so much more stability and strength with that, which is awesome too, that I feel well enough that I can, do more things overall, other than, extensive working out. But I know in the future I will be able to do that. So in my life, I've been fortunate enough to have had many great opportunities, and I've known many great people. There's a lot of awesome, amazing, good-hearted, kind people out there in the world, and I'm so thankful that there still are, and that I've known a lot of them. And I'm so thankful that the universe has helped me. I'm only in my 40s, but I've had several big life pivots so far, so it almost feels like separate journeys. They've been quite different, but they all come together to make me. And I guess I like to learn and experience things and try new things. I definitely know that I learn from doing and from experience, so that's probably has something to do with it. Now, overall, life, just, being a person, has felt very, very challenging for me. And I feel really really tired. I'd love to be excited about life again and feel more physically strong and mentally clear and have more energy and just feel better overall. And I know that that time is coming. So my post-arc, I dream myself being inflammation-free and fully strong and being able to do something that helps the world and helps humanity, and that really, really makes a difference, and that I also love to do. I'd also love to travel the world. I've only ever been to one other country than my home country, Canada, but I'd love to actually see Earth's many sacred sites and experience their energies and learn about Earth and connect to my own inner self, learn about myself more and develop my spirituality. So I'm excited for that too. I want to thank QHS and Cynthia and Dr. A and Wade and all of the admins. Thank you so much for giving humanity this opportunity to heal and be better. Bless you all. Thank you.
Join us on the Prequel, where every story matters and every voice is heard. Because here at QHS, we're all about healing, learning, and growing together.